Hey guys, what's going on? Happy Tuesday morning, coming at you with my daily 9 a.m. video. Before I get into this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and comment below. Let me know your thoughts. It literally takes 1 second to subscribe, and it's much appreciated if you do so. So with that, without further ado, let me get into the daily topic again. So this is my third video, 3 in a row. It's probably getting repetitive, but I just wanted to basically really I like talking about my biggest mover of the day. Ttcf was my biggest mover yesterday, ticker's Ttcf. This is my second biggest holdings. I'm a long-term investor. If you haven't watched my previous videos, I try making things like very clear and blunt and basic. I don't really like, obviously people that are probably searching stocks and stuff like that, they really, in my opinion, you need to understand the fundamentals and the basics. So I like just breaking it down really simple, just black and white. Obviously you got to do your own research and make sure it makes sense, and do your own, you got to do your own research to make sure it makes sense and you agree with what they're saying. But I like just basically, just explaining my thoughts basically. So yesterday it had a 4.48% rally. That's a big day. I believe, let me check the market real quick. I know the NASDAQ and S&P 500 were green. Yeah, so the Dow finished at 0.15%, so it went red. S&P 500 finished at 0.43, and then the NASDAQ had a really big day, finishing at 0.90. So if you don't understand what that means, basically Ttcf's in the NASDAQ. If the NASDAQ has a 0.9% day, usually Ttcf's 2-3 times percentage. So kind of makes sense. In this case, it was 4 times. So obviously if the NASDAQ finished at 0.09 and then we finished Ttcf there, I mean, it kind of makes sense. So when the NASDAQ has like almost take a decimal out there. I'm sorry. But if the NASDAQ has a 0.9% gain, that's almost a 1% gain. So had a 4x day, basically more than a 4x day. So that's really good and really strong. So that's good. So my cost base in this stock, if you've watched my previous videos, it's $18.63 right now. I was averaging cost down, I went heavy in March when it was really at those like $16 lows. And then it recently, a couple weeks ago, went back down into the 16s and 17s. So I bought a little more then, and I made videos saying when I was buying. So really, I drove it down from basically, I think my original cost base was like $24. And I thought that was a good deal. I really do. I think this is going to be a $10 billion market cap. So if that's the case, the stock will be basically 100 plus. I think it will be in the future if they execute right and they do what I think it's going to do. So right now, I think it's under a $2 billion valuation, so it's going to probably 5x in my opinion. Obviously, as a long-term investor, it's not going to happen overnight, but I do like its chances, and I'm not willing to sell really until it's over like $80, unless it has some crazy retail, movement where it does like $50 in like a week or two. Like, okay, yeah, I'll sell, and then if it never goes back down, so be it. If it does, I'll reposition in. So it closed yesterday at $21.02. So that's, being this is my second biggest position, so you got to kind of look at it how it's relative to you. This is my second biggest position. My cost base is $18.63. So I have no intentions on going to $21.02 buying it. No intention. But as I said previously, I originally was buying at $24. So if you don't own a position at Ttcf right now, is it a bad buy? I mean, I was running the valuation when I originally went in on this stock, and $21, it's still a great buy. I think anything under 30 is a great buy in my opinion. So if you're looking to start a position as a long-term investor, it's not bad to put like 25 to 50% of your position in now just to get a position. If it goes down, great, average cost down. If it goes up, what I do is I usually let it ride. If the stock keeps going up, at least you have a position in there. So maybe not your full position, but you have something. So that's kind of how, I treat this stock and how, really how I trade as a long-term investor. So what's my plan with this stock? Obviously, if it, my plan is to hold it for anywhere from 2 to 5 years. So, and this really comes down to how fast it grows, what they're doing, if there's a better opportunity in the market. Obviously, it's my second biggest position. For me to pull out, it's really I gotta really have some compelling evidence that I want to put a lot of money in something else. But, you know, really no matter what this stock does in the next 2 to 5 years, I plan on keeping it. If it goes below my cost base back into the $15, $16 range, I'll buy more. If it stays in the $20, $19, $21 range, I'm gonna hold. So that's the one benefit once you build something out for 6, 7 months. In this case, I've been buying it since like November or October. So, you know, it's one of those things where it's kind of a win-win no matter what the stock does as a long-term investor. You're not really sweating bullets, or you're not really doing calls or puts or day trading where you're like, oh my God, I hope the stock goes up so I can make some money tomorrow. You really don't care. It's not as stressful. So when you do your research and you buy the right stocks, it's really not stressful at all, to be honest. So some news from last week. I didn't make many videos over the weekend or Friday, so I just want to catch up some things. The Fed did talk about tapering. So Friday afternoon, really, you know, Jerome Powell basically said, he's like, hey, you know, I've been very blunt and clear with you guys. We are going to taper. However, a lot of people thought maybe he was going to give like a month or a date. He wasn't too sure just because of the unemployment running out next month and the Delta variant, which I'll talk about in a second. But really, he said he's still going to taper. He doesn't have a certain month when he's going to do it. I think it's going to be November probably. That's my guess when he's going to start tapering, which is fine. I mean, everybody knows that. So like when he does announce that, the market really shouldn't even correct, because guess what? He's been saying it for the past like 3-4 months. So it's already, most people already have that priced in. So like, don't be scared about that. If he's like, oh my God, it's going to taper. It's like, yeah, everybody knows that. Like, it's going to happen. So, you know, I'm not really scared. If it does pull back heavy, sweet. I'll buy more of my favorite positions. Delta variant, honestly, Jerome and in the Fed meeting, he didn't even really talk about it. He's just like, it is, basically, I think how he's just saying it is what it is. We're not going to put any more stimulus out. We're going to get through it. There's a vaccine now. There's boosters, this and that. So, you know, they're really not worried about it, which is good. So I think the market really reacted well to that, because in his eyes, it wasn't even really a problem, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So that's good. Also, September, if you've done research in the market, September has historic lows. So like if you do every month, you know, percentage-wise, which one has the slowest growth month or negative, September is the worst month historically in the market. So last year, I know for a fact that week after the market opened after Labor Day, the market was red for 3.5, 4 weeks. I think it was red almost every single day. And my account got hammered, but I was, you know, really buying like crazy. So I'm kind of prepared for that. However, you can't really always bank on that. Like you can't say, like I'm sure a lot of day traders do puts. They're like, oh, the market's always red in September, I'm gonna make a bunch of money. Well, it could go the other way, but you know, historically it is like that. So what's my thing? You know, what's my thing? What's my position in September? Just have a lot of cash, you know, or have as much as you can. So right now I have like 25%. So, you know, I'm prepared for anything. Let me see where I'm at here. And yeah, so basically I'm prepared for really anything. So, you know, if we have a big correction, a 10, 15% correction in the market, like cool. I'm just gonna buy some of my favorite stocks that have the best deal. I know right now I talk about Corsair Gaming a lot. Corsair Gaming's below my cost base. I believe I'm down 8 to 10% right now. It's kind of one of those things that's really well built out. It's a top 5 position of mine. However, you know, I'm just keeping September in mind. Like if we have a nice pullback, I'll get even a better deal. If it goes back up or remains the same, sweet. I already have my position basically 95% built out, kind of like this. I'm like, okay, cool. Is it a bad time to buy that stock? No. I mean, if I could start from scratch, I'd buy it now because it's below my cost base, but it is what it is. And, you know, I believe that nothing in the fundamentals have changed in that company. So I kind of believe in it. So that's kind of what I got for today's video. You know, I've just been really busy with things and a lot of things going on right now in life, but I am going to try to get more to a regular schedule, posting daily again. This weekend is a really bad example. I will be away, you know, most of the weekend, so I won't be able to do it there, unfortunately, but after Labor Day, I should have a really consistent daily video schedule. But I'm going to post when I can and keep you guys informed what I'm doing. So again, guys, if you made it to this point, like, subscribe. Really trying to get to 600 subs by the end of this month. I don't know if we're going to do that, but we're going to get close. So that's all I got. Till tomorrow. Peace.